My name is Allison, and I'm a former home-based baker turned retail bakery shop owner. And it wasn't that long ago when I was running my bakeries that I was finding myself getting overstressed and overworked while trying to work in my business and at the same time work on my business. So I found ways to save time, save money, and have more freedom. And I'm here to share those tips with you so that you can grow your side hustle into the baking business of your dreams. Hey everyone, happy Monday to you. It's 2 p.m. on Monday, time for some Hot Topics Live, 15 minutes out of your day to become a better baker. So today I'm going to go right into today's topic because it's a fantastic conversation that I want to have today about your future goals for your home baking business. And welcome to everyone who's watching. I always go into the welcomes from everywhere that everybody joins from, but just a blanket welcome to you all. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Say hello if you're in the Facebook Live comment section right now. Let's jump into it because there is so much to talk about today. I asked a question in the Facebook group about what your goal for 2023 was and who was interested in either leaving their full-time job or increasing their current capacity to become a more lucrative home baking business. Do you want to make more money? I'm trying to think of the nice way to say it, but let's get right down to it. That's what we want to do, make money selling baked goods, because it's what we love to do. And could there be anything that's more rewarding than doing what you love and making money at it? So if that's your goal for 2023 and you're really ready to get serious, then this roadmap to success for your home baking business, which is the topic today, it's really going to have some good information for you. So I like to start out this conversation by looking at where you are right now. And this is the first module of my Bake Better Academy. This is when new members are joining. We're kind of taking stock of where you are right now to identify what it is that you need. So in the Facebook group, we have over 3,000 members, almost 3,500 members, and people are at all different levels of the home baking journey. And so some people are already selling, some people aren't selling yet. They're there for ideas. There's bakers at all different levels. And that's true in the Bake Better Academy too. It's like, you could be just starting out, or you could already have been doing it for a while. Everybody needs some help at whatever part of the journey that they're on. So the first thing I like to do is kind of look at the growth cycle of a home-based bakery. So in the first stage, the fundamental stage, you're really like testing the concept. You are working on what to sell and how to price your items. It's really like creating your product and then finding your sales strategies. So if you are somebody who's still trying to figure out what to sell, and I don't mean like those seasonal things, we're always trying to add new items to our seasonal specials. But if you're really trying to like find your niche, figure out what it is that makes you different from other bakers out there. If you're working on how to price those items or finding the best way to sell them, how you're connecting with your customers, this is that fundamentals level. And this is a great place to be if you know that that's where you are, because these are just like one and done skills, right? So you're going to figure out what's on your menu. You're going to learn how to price it. Once you get through that big growth curve of the fundamentals, then you get to this point that a new baker might find very enviable. They're like, okay, well, you already know how to sell. You've got these systems in place. My goal is to be more like that. But after you kind of master that fundamentals level, you kind of get up to the next hump in the road. And so some people kind of just sort of maintain at that level, like, okay, I've figured out all of these things. Now my job is to keep going forward. But what actually happens is you can kind of stay there. But if you are on my email list in this group, in the coaching program, then you hear me talk about this all the time, which is like kind of pushing through to the next goal. And so for a lot of people at that level, once they've mastered those fundamental concepts, it becomes a marketing game. And this is where you really dial in your social media. You become really in touch with your brand and how you serve people. And then really working on those sort of finer details of your business, like a rotating seasonal menu, or really like perfecting your workflow, knowing how many orders you can take each month or each week, and kind of like dialing it in a little bit better so that you are, more proficient, more productive. You're just getting better, but you're also selling your brand more. So this is like the second hump of the journey. And as you see people doing really well with their social media and their brand, then you can look at a baker like that. And again, it'd be very easy to look at them and say, that's my goal. I want to be where that baker is, because, you make a post on social media, you get a lot of comments, a lot of engagement. And that's something that a lot of beginning bakers are, I wouldn't say envious of, but have goals to be like that. So that's sort of phase 2 in the journey. Now you're kind of up at this sort of plateau again, and you can hang out there and say, that's good enough. But if you have some growth strategies, then you can take it even to another level, even higher, and work on things that are going to create like a really consistent income and not have all the seasonality to it, and learning some strategies there to kind of create a business that is predictable month after month. This is sort of the life cycle or the path that you can expect to be on with your home baking journey. So earlier in the Facebook group, when I asked how many people have that goal this year, as of right now, it's like up to 35 comments of people who are really thinking that this is what I want in 2023. I want the business that I just described here. So how do you get that? Well, part of it is recognizing where you're at in the journey. So we talked about the fundamentals. You're still building out the fundamentals. You're learning how to take payments. You're learning how to write a menu and how to price, how to take care of your customers for repeat buyers, things like that. So if you think you're at the fundamentals level, say fundamentals in the comments. I'm just curious how many of you are feeling like I'm still working out a lot of those details. So if you're in the fundamentals growth position, whatever we want to call that, then some of the resources for you are, well, quite honestly, any of the tools inside the Bake Better Academy this is really the sweet spot, is any of the tools inside there. We work on menus, we work on pricing, we work on sales strategy. So it's building those fundamentals. And I'm going to let you in on a little tip. If you haven't seen my Instagram today, I have a massive sale coming up next week for Black Friday deal of the week. Every day I'm going to be offering a different deal on one of my products. So if any of the things that I'm describing are something that you've identified as a goal for yourself to learn in 2023, then you will want to check out those deals of the day, because they are like my best prices of the year. And if you know that you need to learn pricing, then you're going to be able to get the my perfect pricing calculator at the best price it's ever been. Like there are deals all week long. So knowing what it is that you need to learn next year is going to be a really good strategy for you to build out those fundamentals. And then, of course, that Bake Better Academy gives you access to all of the tools, but you can also buy them a la carte if you're not ready to do like a monthly membership kind of thing. So the fundamentals level, if you identified yourself as somebody who is still needing to learn the fundamentals, then that is one thing that you can do is just be really clear on what is that next goal? What's the thing I really need to learn here so that I can get up to the next level? All right, so what if you are somebody who has the fundamentals down pretty well? You feel like you got your payment system, you've got your menu, you know what your customers like, what they buy, and you're priced for a profit. What's next for you? This is really what I call that marketing stage. This is when you're getting really good at recognizing your brand, and you're working on your seasonal specials and dialing in your workflow. So for you to take your business to the next level in 2023, this is really about growing your income. So creating these regular paychecks for yourself. And I often ask this question, how many people pay themselves regularly? I wish it were a larger number because it is very viable to pay yourself regularly from your home-based business, but you have to know how. You have to know how to price for profit. And I'm not talking about like 3 times your cost. That does not cover enough. In most cases, it doesn't cover enough to be able to leave enough to pay yourself for the time it takes you to make your recipe, for the profits of your business. And so if you're in that stage where you're really looking to create reliable income, this is where you need to be really clear on your profitability. So if that sounds like you and you're in that marketing phase, I probably could come up with a better name for that phase, but this is that marketing stage where you're really working on your workflow, your social media, your seasonal specials, just really fine-tuning things. That's what I should call it, the fine-tuning stage. That's the new name for it, fine-tuning stage. Say fine-tuning in the chat just to kind of see where you're at. If you're not clear on your profits, I'm going to give you a heads up. Day 4 of the deal of the day, Black Friday week, which is Thanksgiving Day, that pricing calculator goes on sale. And man, there is no easier way than to get clear on your profits than with that pricing calculator. It literally tells you exactly how much you can pay yourself and keep in the bank from every sale. So that's a super helpful tool. All right, let's talk about if you are at the growth stage. So you have dialed in, you've got this solid foundation, you have dialed in, you're selling pretty regularly, and your goal is to maybe leave your full-time job or to create more predictable income in your business. This is where you are going to want to look for ways to grow your business. So a couple of tricks, strategies to get that kind of success is to add on some new systems. So one of those is when to do a flash sale and how to hold those. So you can actually, I think flash sale is one of my deal of the day next week on Wednesday. Anyway, it's a sneak peek, but like adding those skills so that you can get better at a very specific sales skill is something that you can add on to your business to help you bring in more revenue, like during the holidays, which is one of my favorite times to run a flash sale. A lot of people don't think of that because they're already running a pre-sale, but a pre-sale in combination with a flash sale is a really good strategy for doubling down on your holiday sales. So tips like that are what can help you keep your revenue predictable and level throughout the year without all those highs and lows and the seasonality that a baking business can bring with it. So No matter where you're at on the journey, whether you're at the fundamentals level, whether you're at the fine tuning level, or whether you're learning new growth strategies, you can absolutely build your home bakery to these new goals for 2023. So being here in the Home Bakery Business Tips Facebook group, of course, is a brilliant move on your part. Joining live on the YouTube stream is also a great way to do that. I'll give you one more tip. If you want to get the early bird special that I'm offering for next week's Black Friday deal of the day sale, I'm going to drop in the comment right now a link where you can go to get registered. If you buy any product next week, then I have a very special gift for you. Any purchase next week qualifies you to get my clear the clutter with Evernote. It's all about using this free app on your phone and your desktop to organize your baking business. Members inside the Bake Better Academy coaching program are loving that training that we did. It helps you to organize all different elements of your business and feel like you can literally run your business from your phone while you're in your car, running errands, picking up kids, selling at the market. Everything you need is just organized in a way that makes it so convenient to access and clear the clutter in your baking business. So if you want that clear the clutter free gift, then jump on the early bird special email list. I'll let you know what each sale of the day is. Then when you make a purchase, you get the clear the clutter gift for free as my special thank you for joining me in my sale next week. And I hope that by joining today, you've gotten a little bit of inspiration for what you want to do with your baking business in 2023. So I like to keep these trainings right around 15 minutes, and we're just about there for time. So I want to thank you guys all for joining, for watching today, and for interacting in the comments section. It's always so fun to see you guys show up, and I always look forward to this time on Monday. It's one of my favorite parts of the day, and I hope it's one of your favorite parts of the day too. So thanks for joining me, everyone. I will see you next week, same time, same place. Bye, friends.